Oh, 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 oh.
Hi.
I'm the bad guy.
No, we did that last time.
Sorry.
I'm a good
Forgot.
girl.
I'm the good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why of all people did I choose to podcast with you?
Because I have a really cute wiener.
Just kidding. We be vibing.
We be vibing, though.
We've been putting them out like
money. Strippers.
Anyways.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm Celia.
I'm here to get drunk and play games. How about you, my friend?
Me too.
Dinks me. Oh, well, I meant with your actual drink, but that's fine. Dinks. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't just hear me swallow.
I did.
Swallow. As Jason Derulo would say it.
Jason Derulo.
Swallow.
In Jason Derulo, we trust.
Are you playing a game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, host.
All right.
Host and move me in so I'm in the picture.
All right.
I want to be in your picture. I want to get with you.
Yeah.
That sounds like Big Butts I Can't Lie. Never heard that song before?
My butt's not gonna lie.
I like big butts.
And I cannot lie.
Don't say it any longer.
No.
We're cut off.
Balls touching. All right.
We're going to play some games.
Fact or poop?
We're here to get tipsy. Oh, don't look at my labels. We're here to get tipsy. We're here to play games. And if you don't want to join, then you are lame.
Word to your mother. Yeah.
Wow, this episode sucks.
Alright, pause. No, you're not gonna say anything.
I just realized if I position myself perfectly in this position, my jaw be snatched. Boy. What do you think? You look at me and you're like, that's a 5 at least.
Yeah, you're way more than a 3.
You know, you could have gave me a higher number. I would have done it for you.
Oh, you're a 7. I mean a 10. I mean a 10. I mean a 15. I don't know what the right answer is.
I'm gonna go home and cry now. 7. All right, fine. You're a 6.5.
That's fine. I don't disagree.
Oh man.
All right.
What's that rate? Beauty is on the inside.
Right.
It's in the eye of the beer holder. And the beer holder says everyone's hot. Just ask Mickey Mouse.
Or Lizzie.
Lizzie McLizard.
Lizzie McLizard.
I'm having really weird deja vu.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. We've said that before. I've said Mickey Mouse and you said no, Lizzie the Lizard.
Nuh-uh. Mm-hmm. That has never once happened.
Listen to me. I don't know what deja vu is, but we're going to learn about it and talk about it right here on this podcast.
Let's go.
On a different day because I know nothing.
History of deja vu.
I heard. Well,
I typed in
you're talking about it now.
Deja vu.
Okay.
So the term deja vu was first used when he said "la session du déjà vu."
Wow, are you French? That's amazing.
Yeah.
She's from France, everybody.
I'm French. And it was to recall this experience in his letter to the editor. However, the term deja vu was never recognized in the scientific community until 20 years later in 1896.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm trying to be. I'm drunk. It's okay.
Okay. There's 3 types of deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Pathological, normal, and precognitive telepathic.
I've heard these before, right? So some people believe...
deja vuing you? Are you having deja vu about deja vu?
No.
Oh.
No, but I heard like theories before about deja vu.
Okay.
Um, I think let me think about it.
Okay. You think about it.
So some people believe that it actually like has happened to you before.
Yes.
Maybe it's like a past life.
Well, that's what this says.
Okay.
Sometimes some people think that deja vu is a sign that you are recalling an experience from a past life.
Yeah.
But other people think that it is a paranormal experience because it comes out of nowhere, like it's so unexpected, and it just comes. I don't know. I don't.
Like ghosty, like playing with my
Yeah,
brain noggin.
exactly.
Being
Like there's somebody there
hey,
that's
you
like
seen this
dictating
before?
your
And I'm like,
memory.
no, I haven't. Ghost, like, get out of my brain.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he's like, but I just want to make you think things that aren't real. And I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Ghost.
Thanks. Ghost Malone.
I
How fitting.
know, that's weird.
And you know what? Mine has a skeleton, so
Wow.
I think we're ready for Halloween, even though it's
February.
Should be talking about love and stuff and my birthday.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh yeah, your birthday's coming up.
Mhm.
The big 25.
But now I'm like deep diving in my brain. Something in my eyeball. But like,
Trigger warning.
what do
Eyeball
you
touching.
what do you think about what do you think about deja vu?
What do you mean? Is it real?
What's your own personal theory on it?
My own personal theory is that I have no idea. I have no explanation for why it happens, but it's the freakiest thing when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll be like, I've been here.
You know, probably for a 100% certain fact that I have never held up a shot glass that said Mickey Mouse on it, and then right after, you held up a shot glass that said lizard.
No.
But in my mind, that happened. And I felt it, I remembered it, and I knew it.
Right.
Why?
Another theory is that deja vu is associated with false memories, memories that feel real but actually aren't. This form of deja vu is a feeling when you cannot differentiate something that really happened versus a dream.
Mm-hmm. I didn't dream about that. And if I did, wouldn't that still be like paranormal? Or, like, wouldn't that be like
I don't
a
know, because it didn't really happen.
premonition dream? Did I understand what you said wrong?
What do you mean?
Is that what it said? That you have a dream?
Yeah.
Of that
you cannot differentiate memories that feel real but aren't. This form of deja vu is similar to a feeling that you cannot differentiate between something that has actually happened versus a dream. So, like, you would not be able to tell that it was a memory and it felt like it happened before, but it didn't actually happen before. And
but it happened in my dream?
Dream, I guess, yeah.
Or it like a dream, you don't know if it happened or not.
Actually, that is an interesting point. I don't know. Now you got me thinking.
Who wrote this? Let's call him up.
Scientific American.
Hey, Scientific Americans. Is that what you're reading off of?
Yes.
I feel like sometimes it's important to tell people.
I am reading this from the Scientific American.
We are in no way any deja vu experts.
No, but we will be after we read all this search.
We're gonna search it. We're gonna read it, and
come along with us on this journey.
We're gonna become experts. Join us. We can all be experts.
Deja vu is an uncanny sensation that you've described something that even though you know you never have. Say you go paddleboarding for the first time, you've never done anything like it, but you suddenly have a distinct memory of making the same arm motions under the same blue sky with the same waves lapping at your feet. Or perhaps you're exploring a new city for the first time, you've never been there, and you feel as if you've walked down that exact street and seen that exact tree.
Right.
Deja vu.
Well, we know that.
You know what I read?
Yeah.
I didn't read it. I actually saw a TikTok about it. So my source is TikTok. That actually, when you have deja vu, you are having small seizures.
See, honestly, that makes more sense in my brain.
Yeah.
I'm like a huge skeptic. Sometimes I want to believe in like the woo woo and the cuckoo,
Right.
and the hee haw and the hoo ha
And the hee hee and the hoo hee ha ha.
The hoo ha's.
The bee
That's
bee.
a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Not the hoo ha's.
But like, I want to believe in like the cuckoo stuff because it's like awesome. And like, what if that was real? But my brain's like, probably your brain just like,
yeah,
and like you just,
it's like,
oh, I messed up. Yeah, that's like more what I believe. I think.
Yeah.
You too?
I don't know. It makes sense in my head that when you're
but your
experiencing
head is the thing that's messed up.
well, I guess I guess I don't know the real answer then. It makes sense because it's something that you've actually never experienced before, but yet you're getting the sensation that you've done it. That exact thing, that exact place.
Right.
Doing that exact whatever you're doing. It makes sense that it would be a seizure and it would alter I guess it would alter your perspective of reality.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What if?
Uh-oh.
Like, what if?
What if John Cena was in my head? Wrestling on my brain?
What if there's like a parallel reality universe?
Like Granger Krings?
Like, I did this.
Yeah.
You did this.
Okay.
But right before that, like, we hit start on this podcast, we split off. And there's two realities.
You're wigging me out, man.
Okay, listen. This is what people say, right?
All right.
Like, in one reality, I made a decision to start the podcast now.
Right.
We start it.
Yes.
But in the other reality, I'm like, I don't want to start it now. I want to start it in 2 seconds from now or whatever. Like, maybe I sneeze.
Okay.
And it gets delayed. But now it, like, breaks off. And there's 2 separate realities happening at the same time.
Okay.
But in both realities, we both made the decision to do Mickey Mouse and the lizard. And I'm like feeling both at the same time. And I'm like, that's me. And it just happened. And I remember it happening. But it wasn't me. It was my other me in my other reality that sneezed.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's what people think parallel realities are.
I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense.
Like, in one reality, you made the decision to have sex that night and had a baby.
Mm-hmm. There was just a movie about that. Did you see that movie?
Is it called Butterfly Effect?
No, that's with Ashton Kutcher.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the movie that just came out on Netflix where the girl made it. It's a fantastic movie, actually. Yeah. You should watch it. It just came out this year. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it was 2022. I can't believe it's 2023. Anyway, it just came out.
I know. I'm like, what year? Am I still in 2021? I don't know.
Even know. I feel like it's still 2020.
Yeah.
Just elongated.
Oh my God.
What?
Something happened and we're stuck in 2020. It's another reality.
I think we're in 2023.
Okay,
yeah,
all right. We're in 2023, but our other
it feels like it's 2020, just super long.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I haven't left 2020 yet. Anyway, there's this movie, and this girl, she makes the decision to like have sex. I think she's like in college or going away to college, and she makes this decision to have sex. And they show both sides of her reality.
Like one she doesn't, and one she does.
In one reality, she has the baby. And in one reality, she doesn't, and she ends up going to college.
Right.
And, like, all this shit happens.
Yeah.
Check it out. I don't know the name of the movie, but...
Yeah. And probably neither decision is bad or good. It just is.
It just changes it's different.
And not only does it probably change, like, your reality, but, like, the world.
Yeah. So
it's the butterfly effect.
I have always thought it was so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The butterfly effect. That one little tiny...
real.
I know. One little tiny thing that you have no idea how many times I've been right behind an accident.
Yeah.
And if my kids hadn't made me late that morning or something, I'm like, that could have been me.
You would
like,
be dead.
Yeah. If one of my kids wasn't like lagging and putting their shoes on and I actually got out the door on time, that would have probably been me.
Yeah.
Like the littlest, tiniest things. If I decide not to blow my nose, like I wouldn't be walking to the trash can to throw out my tissue. I wouldn't trip over something that was laying on the floor and break my foot, end up in the hospital.
This does sound like a day in life of you.
I'm not even kidding. Like these tiny little things.
That is so true.
They changed it. If I literally decide not to blow my nose, then I don't get up from the couch.
Yeah.
Which inevitably means I don't break my foot.
Yeah.
Why I'm breaking my foot, I don't know.
I was just talking to my mom about this, which is funny because she's like super Christian religious. Like she wouldn't typically get too much into like the woo woo, right? But she was trying to tell me that like her life has played out like puzzle pieces. Like everything has fit perfectly, just like what you're saying. Like this had to happen for this had to happen.
But it's the tiniest little thing.
And sometimes it's tiny, but sometimes it's like what you're going through is so sad or so bad.
Right. But also everything happens for a reason.
And when you're going through it, like your blinders are on.
Yes.
And all you can see is the bad and all you can see is what's happening. But then like you get to the other side and you're like, that had to happen.
Right.
So that I could get to this. You know?
So many things have happened in my life that have been so traumatic.
Right.
And I have thought the same thing. I'm like, why is this happening to me? Why am I being cursed?
Yeah.
And those fucking things have turned out to be the best things in my entire life.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely. It's crazy. I wasn't planning on even talking about deja vu, but here we are. But no, but and this is the butterfly effect. This is what makes us famous.
See? we were gonna play a game and it turned into the butterfly effect.
No, but I was talking to my mom. We were talking about like the terrible things that have happened in our lives and how it has like brought the good or brought change that made our lives the way it is today or made us learn whatever. And I personally have went through a loss. I had a miscarriage and it was one of the one of the hardest things I had to go through. But like I wasn't sure if I was going to share it this early on, but here we are.
Trigger warning.
But also, trigger warning for loss and miscarriage and all that stuff. But like, also I find it like super important to talk about it and to make it not like, I think people make it like this embarrassing, like sad.
No, I mean, so many people go through
literally 25%.
Right.
One out of 4 pregnancies are gonna, have a loss. So a lot of people go through it, and I feel like people feel like they can't talk about it. Anyway, I'm not trying to get all sad and mushy right now. Maybe another time.
Right.
But I was saying, like, if I didn't lose that baby, I wouldn't have my daughter, and she is like the prettiest, perfectest little angelist.
She's just a baby.
She's the angelist baby.
She's the angelist baby.
She is. She's like literally perfect.
She's a little baby, little mom.
Every time she does that, my daughter's like, "Is that Delia? Is she on the phone right now?" She doesn't say that. She doesn't talk.
She says it in her head.
She says. But like I had a mom. I felt so bad. I took Layla. It's fine. You can say her name. You say your daughter's name. It's fine. I took her to the park the other day, and I found this like other park. And I took her to this park around my house. And it was like made for toddlers, so I brought her there and it was super cute. And there's all these little kids playing together and they're so cute and they're all like following each other around, little babies. But there's this little boy, he's like 18 months old, and him and Layla were like following each other around. It was so cute. And this mom's just like, "Oh, your daughter's like my son's age." And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And she was like, "How are you doing with the tantrums?" And I was like, "I don't know about that." She was just like, "Oh no, that doesn't happen." And I was like, "No, I'm sorry." My child's perfect.
She's just an angel.
I mean, like, she's definitely more different.
Don't get your devil on my child, please.
totally normal at her age, totally common. My child's perfect.
How do you tell other parents that?
I know, and like maybe you experienced this too, because you said your kids like slept through the night, and a lot of parents don't experience that, and they're like, wasn't it hard when she was a newborn? No. I was like, I miss my newborn. Yeah. She was perfect. Like I have no memory of her being hard, which you have said, and my husband have said that they do have memories of it being hard for me.
Yes. You have definitely vented about hard times.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, I feel like you're doing good.
Like, maybe it was just like an adjustment period for me. But I mean, in my mind, it wasn't like this big, like, oh, this is so hard. Like, I don't have memories.
I remember a couple of times of you breaking down.
Yeah.
And you're like, how the fuck am I going to get through this?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's okay. I love you. I remember how hard it was.
To me, it must not have been significant because I don't remember. Or it was so bad that I blocked it out.
Yeah. Trauma. Trauma shield.
But,
because if you don't block it out, you'll never have another one. I feel like that's a real thing. That's
definitely true of labor.
Yes. But I feel like it's true of other things too, like things that you go through with your small child.
Yeah.
But you block certain traumatic things out because if you don't, you'll never have another kid.
That's probably true.
I genuinely believe that.
Like, literally, when I think about her, I'm just like, she's perfect. She's great. I don't have, like, I'm sure there was times where she didn't sleep through the night and I was struggling a little bit.
Right.
But for the most part, she was brand new out of the hospital and slept like 6 hours.
Yeah, which is amazing.
And like some people will be like, oh, you have to wake her up and feed her through the night. I'm like, she's a healthy weight and I'm tired and she's tired, so we're not doing that.
The doctors told me that. They were like, you need to wake her up every 2 hours and feed her and make. I was like, absolutely
only
not.
If they're underweight.
Yeah, no. I was like, if she's
sorry
sleeping,
if you're a doctor and you disagree.
If you're a doctor, trigger warning. I did not feed my child the way that you told me to.
And like,
because if my child was sleeping and I actually got a solid like 3 to 4 hours of not, crying and needing to be held constantly, I took it. I took that shit. I was like, my baby will be fine for 3 hours without eating.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've been like terrified to talk about my kids.
Why?
My one kid.
Your not kids.
All my kids.
Are you trying to tell me something?
No. I'm afraid. I feel like people get so weird about like what you should do to kids.
Yeah, well,
what do you do to kids?
I mean, they're my fucking kids, so
yeah,
and they're alive. Back. They're alive,
if
and
you're
they're
listening and you like it. you like it how I treat my angel baby.
Take it raw. Spit on it.
Like I think I talked about in one of the other episodes that she crawled off the couch.
Yeah.
And fell.
Right.
And like there's gonna be people out there that are gonna be like, you're a bad mom.
That was weeks ago and she's perfectly fine.
You shouldn't have pulled her on the couch with you. That was wrong. Can't co-sleep. You can't whatever. I mean, I'm doing my best over here.
Co-sleeping is such a popular thing.
Yeah, not in our country, but lots of other countries.
Well, I know personally, a bunch of moms that I am friends with on Facebook, and they all co-sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck they do it because I would be losing my mind. I can barely sleep with my dog and my boyfriend. I know. Like, let alone another child.
I just heard another mom say, like, they were like, well, for me, what worked is I put them down in their crib and I leave and I'm like, good night. And I let them cry and they go to sleep.
Yeah.
And they were like, but if you are like the type of parent that likes the cuddles and wants the love and like, don't do that because eventually they're like, I don't want you to sleep.
Right.
I want my bed to sleep. I want to be alone to sleep. I was like, that's my favorite part about my kid is I put her down and she goes to sleep.
That's how I feel. Although I can't lie. I do love when Blake snuggles.
Yeah, of course. But like they need you when they're hurt, when they're sick, when they're just over emotional for no reason because they're toddlers. Like, and that's when I get my cuddles.
I cuddle her to go to sleep. We will cuddle like before she falls asleep, and then she still sleeps in her own bed.
Yeah.
But we'll snuggle like before she goes to sleep,
Yeah.
and she'll fall asleep, and then I'll like leave. But I did the same thing for Ryder.
Yeah.
But he eventually was like, "Nah, Mom, I'm good," and I figured that'll happen with Blake too, and then I'll be destroyed.
Oh my God, your kids are so old.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't do all the shit that the doctors recommended that I do, and my kids are very old and well and thriving. They are well above infant age.
Yeah. And like almost both of them are well behaved now.
Yeah. Almost.
Almost. They're never going to be perfect, but we're almost there.
They're pretty close.
All right, one of them's all right.
Yeah.
No, that's terrible. And I meant mine.
That's fucking rude.
I can't wait for that though. Like, so we do, before she goes to bed, we call it, what do I call it?
I don't know. I'm not.
The sleepy trot. I think. When she walks back and forth the living room, like,
yeah.
And like, you know, she's just trying to like wear herself out. And she's like, wah! And like runs across the living room like a wild animal.
Yeah.
Is that like normal? Like I feel like every parent probably goes through that from like 5 to 8 o'clock at night.
No, that's from 6 o'clock in the morning until whenever they go to bed. Actually.
Okay, well mine's
not.
Mine's a tiny perfect angel animal. So it's only it's only like, you know, from maybe 5 or 6 to like 8.
Lucky you.
And she's like trying to get all that energy out at once. And she's screaming and running and wants us to chase her and wants us to make forts. And, you know, that's like the time of the night where we're like, hey, let's read a book. And we'll crawl into her little tent and like read a book with her or whatever. And that's like the most beautiful moments.
Yeah. I
have so many pictures of my husband like curled up in a little baby teepee with her.
Those are the moments that you're going to cherish forever.
I know.
Especially when she's like 14 next year.
Yeah, and I'm going to be like, remember when you were an angel baby and now you're a demon?
Yeah, I heard that girls are easier when they're young.
Yep.
And they're bitches when they get to be teenagers.
You know why? Because we independent, right?
We don't need no man.
When you're a toddler and you're like, Mom, I'm going to learn to put my own shoes on. You're like, girl, you can put your own shoes on. You're like 4 years old. That's crazy. Or whatever, 3 years old. Like, let's say it's early. I don't know what the appropriate age to put your shoes on is. But then they're like 14 and they're like, I can make my own decisions about who I date. And you're like, whoa.
Excuse you, sir? No.
I'm proud of your independence.
No, boy.
And you bet out your business.
I heard that.
You bet out your business. I think that was the right order. You bet out your business.
It's questionable.
I'm proud of your business.
You hear that, Layla? I'm proud of your business.
I want her to be a strong, independent woman.
Who don't need no man.
Yes. Yeah. I don't care if she needs a man or a woman.
Either or.
Or herself. I'm fine with all that. But I want her to love herself and stand up for what she needs and fight for what she loves and all those things. Like, I want her to be like a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
But
who don't need no man.
But I'm your mom. Give me some respect.
What are we talking about here?
Women.
Is she a teenager?
She will be.
Is this when she's a teenager?
I think I'm talking to myself.
Are you going to save this episode and play it for her when she becomes a teenager?
Layla, respect your mother. No, but like, I think I'm thinking of myself. But when I was that age, I knew everything.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I basically was a more grown adult than my own mother.
Yeah.
And I knew everything.
Mm-hmm. I remember it being exactly like that. Although I do have to say, I was a fantastic child. I was great.
You were my Layla.
I was Layla. I was the perfect one.
Your mom told me.
I slept through the night from when I came home from the hospital. Literally the day I came home from the hospital, my mom tells me this story all the time, that my older brother was up about every 2 hours or so. He did not sleep through the night, and my mom had me a couple, like, I think we're 2 years apart. She had me 2 years later, so my brother was 2. And my dad, like, or my mom thought she was...
math.
my mom, dad, my +3. My dad thought that he was, getting the short end of the stick, and he was like, I'll stay up with your brother and your brother, your son. I'll stay up with...
I'm sorry. Every time I cut you off, your whole story is derailed, and you're like, now I will never come back. I'm just like, one comment, and you're like...
Anyway, my brother didn't sleep through the night. My dad watched him. My mom watched me. Yeah. Because they were each taking a kid through the night.
Well, your mom got the better deal.
My mom slept through the night, and she woke up in the morning panicking, thought that I was a dead baby. Yeah. Trigger warning. And I wasn't a dead baby, obviously.
Cut it out.
She thought I was dead. Yeah. And she woke up at like 6:30 in the morning panicking because she had just slept through the night. Yeah. And my dad said that he was up every 2 hours.
This is not how babies exist. No.
My mom woke up and she's like, oh my God. She like checked me. I was breathing. I was like in my crib like, gaga. And that was me.
Ribbon on monkeys.
Just imagine me as a little baby. Like,
Mommy wants milky. No, you were asleep, bitch. Go to sleep.
Okay, sorry.
You're a really noisy sleeper. Did you talk in your sleep back then, too? Yeah. She's like, Vino.
I think it's Vino.
Vino. Yeah. Oh boy. I like it better when you tell stories and are just like I can't shut up and ruin them all. Yeah. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
How about you? Right in.
Do you like it when Kirsten cuts my stories in half? And
no, don't tell me if you don't though, because I'll get my feelings hurt. Because I'm really sensitive. She disintegrates
my stories and just... See, you're doing it again.
I didn't do anything.
I'm trying to tell a story and I can't even speak a word. The words just don't come out.
I'm not saying anything until this story's over. So when it's over, can you give me a signal?
Yeah.
What is it? Okay, got it. Go.
So my dad woke up every 2 hours with my brother, and I slept through the night. And my mom thought I was dead. I was alive. And then she was like, hey, how'd you sleep? And he was like, I didn't sleep. I was up every 2 hours. And she was like, I slept through the night.
You were an angel baby. I love that for you.
And I still am.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? I feel like compared to me, you were a bad girl.
Why?
You like...
I'm the bad girl.
Duh. Because you like boys, and you were like...
Not till I was older.
Like alcohol.
Not till I was older.
Okay, fine, but
I'm talking about when I was a baby.
I had my first drink when I was 21.
Yeah, that's boring.
Okay,
I mean, that's legal. That's what you should be doing.
Everybody who's under 21, stop sipping on. Stop
sipping on them sipping-ons. You bad people.
But but also like you had like boy sleepover.
Shh, don't tell my mom.
She knew, I thought.
She did know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I think it was just about how we were like parented.
Yeah.
My parents were like super strict Christian type. Like, if I had a boy sleepover, they were on the couch.
Yeah.
Not in my room.
Right.
Even if a boy was allowed in my room, which probably wasn't until I was at least like 19, 20, 21, something
Which
like
is
that.
how it should be.
But even then, like, door open.
Yeah.
They don't sleep in there.
Right.
They're not welcome onto my bed.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there was more rules.
Like 3 feet between you.
Yeah, there was more rules, so I was bad.
Right.
One time, you ready?
Band camp?
Ready for a story?
Oh, no. Can I interrupt yours?
Yeah, interrupt at any time unless I tell you not to.
Okay. And then
no,
do the same thing for me when you're done. Go.
No, because I want you to interrupt.
Oh. Aw, okay. You just spurted me.
That's probably making so much noise. I'm like crinkling and crinkling.
We're gonna have to cut out that whole section.
I am so sorry. Okay.
You squirted all over the dog. He's all moist. He's a wet wiener now.
Oh, is he little wet wiener hairs?
Yeah, look, feel it.
I feel like someone should be able to see this because it looks really weird.
Feel it. Feel my wiener.
The bottom of your ghost feels so furry. I'm gonna pet your wiener. Oh, your wiener, rockin' everywhere.
Goodbye, wiener.
Okay, so one time
at band camp,
I was like, a boyfriend. He was
Ooh.
honestly.
This is getting scandalous.
I was just gonna say honestly scandal because I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is why I remember this. I had a job at a place that specifically hired people before they were 16.
Isn't that illegal?
No, there's like, I think.
Oh, no, you can have your working papers.
Am I allowed to say like companies? Okay, Mickey D's is one of them that'll hire you for, I think, at 15. And there was like one other place with rides and what do you call that? Like a theme park. Yeah, there's one near my house that would hire people at 15 instead of 16.
Right.
That's how I know I was 15 because I got a job there specifically because they would hire me before I was 16. Okay. Anyway, the guy I was dating was 21. Yeah.
Your mom didn't know that.
Well, yeah.
She did know that?
I mean, she knew we like liked each other.
Okay. Ew.
Sorry, but I was like a nice Christian girl. I wasn't gonna go on
scandalous.
I wasn't gonna let him dive in the deep end, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Swim in the sea.
Nothing illegal was happening here except for we loved each other. And if love is illegal, then lock me up.
God. Oh my God. Thank you. Lock me up.
Okay, but
take me.
I'm in love and I ain't afraid to say it.
Freak out a person with my love. Okay. Anyway,
one time
at band,
we wanted to kiss in private. We didn't want to be around all the other Christian dorks, and we wanted to like kiss in private. So we went to a park after sundown. What an idiot! If any teenagers out there trying to make out, don't go to a park.
The police are gonna come to your car.
Parks be patrolled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially after sundown.
Especially when there's a shicey looking car in a dark parking lot.
We're like,
the police are gonna come over and knock on your window. So, they better not be bogged up.
We were gonna make out there.
Like with tongue?
I think there was.
Oof, scandalous.
And that's as far as it got. I don't want anyone to think don't be arresting any of my ex-boyfriends.
He's not a little.
He's a very happily married man now, and I hope he's having a wonderful life, and I wouldn't want to ruin that for him. But we're all of legal age, and nothing happened, I swear on my life. But, so this cop came, and he's like, how old are you? And, like, gets my ID out, whatever. Actually, I must have been 16 at the time, because I was driving.
Oh.
So we've already been dating a year and a half.
Oh, jeez.
We're obviously so in love. We need to stick each other's tongues down each other's throats.
Did he arrest you because you were in love?
No, so he called my dad.
No.
And my dad had to come. And it was the worst thing ever. And he was like, I'm going to go talk to the boy you're making out with first. And he like had to go over and like.
Your dad talked to him?
Yeah.
Did you ever see each other again?
Yeah. We went to the same church.
Right, I forgot. Never mind.
But
Love
they didn't want us
all.
to, like, it was like a big, like, oh my God.
No.
I was so bad for doing that. And that is not the first time. My first kiss.
Nah.
Was at my house. My parents went away.
Okay.
I feel like I'm taking over here.
Well, how old were you? No, I'm invested.
I was 12.
You were 12 when you got your first kiss?
Yeah.
I was 14. You're a hoe. Wow.
Us Christian ladies be all kept up trying to spring out of our little spring boxes like a jack-in-box.
At 12?
I had my first boyfriend at 11.
I can't believe my ears.
And he was 4 years older than me.
My little virgin ears.
I know. I was into the older men.
Oh my God.
Not always, but at that moment I was. Other 11-year-olds just weren't doing it for me.
They were. Yeah, they hadn't even hit puberty yet.
Him being like, I gotta wait till you're 12 because 11's just a little young. Wait, if I was 12, he was 13, 14, 15, 16! Into a 12-year-old! Ew!
That's disgusting.
What was happening?
You guys were out of pocket.
So my parents went away,
and
my friend lived like a few blocks away.
Is this a guy friend?
No, this is my girlfriend.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was staying at her house while my parents were away.
Okay.
And we're like, we're going to walk back to my house because nobody's there.
Right.
And the boys are casually going to be playing basketball in the neighborhood.
Just so happen.
And then, like, they need to pee or something. Yeah. So they, like, walk back to the house to have a pee.
Right.
But really...
You were walking back to the house to have a smooch.
I was having the make-out in the living room, and my friend and her boyfriend were going to have the make-out in, like, the other room, whatever.
Okay.
It took, like, probably, like, 3 hours just for us to just to finally, like, touch lips. Because I was so scared.
I thought you were making out for 3 hours. I was like, holy cow. That's a long make out.
I had one kiss, literally. I was, like, terrified. And we were just happy to be, like, touching each other's, like, skins.
Yeah.
And then, no lie, another person from my church or whatever.
Yeah.
And her daughter, who's, like, our age, like, one of our friends and their mom, pulls up into my driveway.
While you're inside making out?
And the two guys, like, run into the garage and are like, oh, my God, somebody's here. We, like, hide in the garage. And they, like, I don't know, came in to, like, borrow sugar. Like, I don't know. They needed something. And we were like, yeah, we're just, like, here hanging out. And they were like, where's your parents? Where's your mom? Like, we're here to get sugar. And we were like, oh, I don't know. We're just, like, feeding the dog or something. And, like, gotta go. And like...
Did you leave the boys in the garage?
No, but they left. And they told my mom that they saw the boys run across the living room into the garage.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So you got caught?
Mm-hmm.
What did your mom say?
I don't know. Probably like, never talk.
High five.
No, that was what your mom would do. That's the difference. That's why you were good and I was bad.
Yeah. Well,
because you'd be like, Mom, I kissed the boy. And she'd be like, sick. What was his name?
I can't say I was that good.
What color hair does he have?
I got pregnant when I was 17.
Yeah.
So.
That is the difference.
Yeah.
Does it ever make you think, like, back to kids, right? So, like, does it ever make you think how you'll do it with your kids?
What do you mean? Oh, like the whole...
I don't mean because of just you, right? But I mean, like, okay, a boy was allowed to sleep in your room with the door closed, then you were pregnant early.
Yeah, but I don't think that's why.
No.
I was just stupid.
But
and that's
how
not,
can I say this without not being offensive?
No.
Like, is there anything that you're like, oh, I would do that differently because I think that may have led to like bad decisions or whatever?
I am going to be very open about protection
Mhm.
and birth control and everything like that because
That's smart.
I have been through teenage pregnancy.
Yeah.
And not that I regret anything. Like, I love my kids and I wouldn't trade them for the world. But
No, of course not.
And whatever happened.
Yeah.
But if I can prevent it happening from my children, then I absolutely will.
Yeah.
Like, I will just be.
Do you think being even like more open and honest would help?
Yes. Because I feel like I don't know if you said this, but I feel like you were hinting at that, like, because you had so many rules and you weren't allowed to do a lot of stuff, you rebel a little bit. And I feel
got me thinking, like, I did it and I wasn't allowed to.
Right.
You did it and you were allowed to.
But the thing is, you're going to do it. That's
it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter if the rule was in place or not. You're a young person that wants to like put your lips on other people.
But the thing is, you're either going to get in trouble for it or you're not, but you're still going to do it. Right. You're going to find a way to do it. So there's no point in getting in trouble for it.
Oh my God. What makes me so angry is when people talk about, like, I don't know, health class or churches and stuff. They preach abstinence. Like,
oh yeah,
that's not gonna happen.
No, it's never gonna happen.
But can we teach people what to do when it does happen?
You can teach people to be safe.
Right.
And to use birth control, to use condoms, to use protection of any kind.
Like, I would love it if my daughter could be like, Mom, I think I like a boy. And I'd be like, oh my God.
Oh, that's so cool.
Make sure, like, you don't do anything you don't want to do. Right. Or make sure if you do that you know what to do. Right. Like, you know.
And I will tell them that I am always there.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather you call me and tell me, like, anything than to have any regrets or be uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form.
I just think we're, like our mom. Like, our moms were probably like, we're gonna be our kids' best friends. Yeah. But like in our head, we're like, Mom.
I know.
Mom, don't talk about condoms. That's gross.
And that's the part of me that's like, maybe I should get like you to do it. Yeah. Or somebody that's be each not other's their mom.
Yeah.
Because like you said, that when the mom starts saying something, they're like, ew. Mom.
You know what the real trick is? It's not us. Like, so we're like too far away. You need someone who's right in between our ages. We need to start being friends with teenagers.
Oh, like Dylan. Dylan's a good one.
Yeah.
He's like 21.
He's not going to talk to your daughter about safe sex.
He could. He would just be real awkward about it. He'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah, you need to like start making friends with some teenagers.
Yeah, that's not weird.
So when our kids are teenagers, they'll be the perfect age.
That's really good.
That is true though. Like anyone who is like 10 years older than me, I was like, we're gonna be friends, and they're gonna explain things the way I need to be explained.
Right.
But if they were like 20 to 30 years older than me, like, you don't know my life.
No, they could literally be saying the same things out of their mouth, and I'll believe the one, and I'll be like the other one. I'll be like, get out of here! You don't know what you're talking about.
Like,
nope, get out of here.
Old people don't know how to think.
Old people are the worst. They don't know anything. They haven't been through life experiences.
Now I love old people.
They aren't speaking from life experiences. They're just speaking out of their buttholes. I know.
That's what's so weird about stupid teenagers. It's like, you don't get it. They've been on this earth like 2 or 3 times the amount that you have.
And they've probably been through more shit than you will ever even imagine.
But how many people have said to you, like, okay, here's a good one. Like when somebody's like, just cherish those kids while they're young.
Yeah.
These times will pass, and you're not going to get it back. And you're like, what, sir, what am I to do with that information?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go home and hug my kid a second time.
Right. Yeah.
No, I do. I try to listen because I am older now and understand that those people have been around a lot longer and they do know and they've been through it.
Yes.
And like now there is times when I'm hugging my little tiny beautiful angel daughter and I'm like, she's gonna grow up and like be old.
A bitch. Oh yeah. That's what I meant.
Never will that happen.
She's an angel.
But she's gonna get older and not want cuddles.
Yeah.
Or not need her mama.
Right.
And I'm like, I understand that and I try to cherish it. But like somebody telling me that it's not really changing the whole thing here because I kind of know that. You can only
cherish them like so much. Like,
I just choked thinking about it. I can cherish you.
Ow!
I love every second of your face.
Fucking hurts.
Sorry.
Mom, stop. It hurts.
I had a few Mickeys. That sounded like a drug.
Lizzie's. Mickey's and Lizzie's.
Is it Mickey's like a popped a Mickey or something? I think that's I think that's the Bill Cosby drug.
No, I don't think so. That's a roofie.
Yeah, like popped her a Mickey.
What are you saying?
I think that's a thing.
That's not a thing.
Leave it in the comments below.
Can somebody let us know if Mickey's is a drug?
If you did a Mickey, let me know what it was like.
Because I might want to try it.
Do we want Mickey? Maybe I'm going to try it.
Maybe in the next podcast will be on Mickey's. She'll be on Mickey's. I'll be on Lizzie's.
Let me just say, because I'm feeling kind of weird about it now. Like,
are you going to confess your love to me? Because
I love you, and if you get married to your husband, I'm gonna be pissed.
I won't tell my boyfriend.
No, I was gonna say, like, if you're, under 18, don't date anyone that is 18 or older. That is not okay.
It's weird, and you might not think it's weird in the moment, but it is weird.
You could get arrested. The R word that you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
Like you can't have sex with someone. You're not at the age of consent at that age. And I know you think you are, and I know you think you know everything. Because I did too.
Yep.
But like you don't understand the decisions that you're making are not smart decisions for your entire future. And when you're 14, you're like, that is so cool.
I know. And I was like,
that guy likes me. Yeah. He wants to put it on me.
No.
And like, I can drive in a car with a boy.
Yeah.
That can drive a car.
Right.
And he can take me places.
And then
you're older and you're like, I was a freaking child. Right.
And then you grow up a little bit.
My boobs weren't even fully developed.
Exactly. You grow up a little bit and you're like, well, what the fuck? And especially when you turn 20. And then you look back into like, you're 20 years old and you're looking at a 14-year-old and you're like, ew.
It's literally even worse now that I'm 75. No, I'm 35. But like, like a 20-year-old is still a fucking idiot.
Right.
And they're still children, but you know better than to look at a tiny little child with undeveloped boobs and be like, And I remember, I don't want to say.
Okay, don't say it.
Good idea.
I also dated a senior when I was a freshman, which I don't think that's
They're
as
bad. Not 18 yet,
They
right?
were still in
17?
high school. I think you graduate when you're 17 or 18.
Yeah.
But I was a freshman, like
it's still weird
in high school. And I was like so excited because the senior was like into me and stuff. And
how old are you?
As a freshman?
Yeah.
14.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was 12 in 6th grade.
And then there's 4 years of high school, and then you're 17 and 18. So you're 13 or 14 in freshman year, depending on when you were born. And then you are 17 or 18 when you graduate high school.
Okay.
I was 17 when I graduated high school.
Okay.
So I was one of the younger ones.
So you were 14?
Yeah.
You were dating a 17 or 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even that was weird. Now that I'm thinking about it. Like, why would a senior, like, cool guy want to be, like, dating a freshman? Like, ew. But
I
the
almost
thing
asked
is,
you if you were developed.
no.
What size cup did you wear when you were 14? No, but that's what I was gonna say. Is I think I think that happened to me before other girls my age.
Yeah.
So like guys would be like, "Wow, she's like getting hot."
Right.
I'm like,
No,
that's called puberty, babe.
Well, actually, at that age, I had broken my foot, so I had just got my cast off.
Yeah.
So I had one leg that was a lot thinner than the other one. I lost a lot of muscle definition.
That was that limp girl.
It was that limp girl. And then I just got my braces off, and I had a lot of bad acne.
So you were like,
baby.
Acne going, teeth straight,
yeah.
one leg bigger than the other.
Hell yeah.
And some senior was like, let me get that.
Hell yeah. Let me get that.
I'm going to hit that. And in the summer, you wore your hair back and your curls were like,
and I had attempted to bleach my own hair, so it was like yellow.
And he was like, let me lick that yellow lollipop. Does the carpet match the drapes? We're talking about children. Oh my God. It's okay. We were children. We can go back in time and talk about that. We can't talk about being attracted to them now.
No. That's gross.
Was he hot when you were 14?
Well, I guess. That's it.
Did you have a type?
No.
Yeah. Neither.
No.
Well, I do have a type, right? Like, I would say actually my husband is my type.
Okay.
I'm not trying to, like, judge my husband up or anything, but it's true. I like dark, sexy, brown hair, brown eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I always said my type was like Aladdin.
He looks very much like Aladdin.
I got Aladdin, right? Yeah. But like, I dated blonde hair, brown eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes, redhead, blue eyes.
Try them all out.
Yeah, fat, skinny, like whatever. If you're into me, I'm into you.
See, I was more desperate.
The only thing I'm looking for is, do you like these titties?
Oh my God. I was always more, I always went for personality more than looks.
Same.
Like, if you could make me laugh and you were nice, then I liked you. And that was never what I ended up with. It was always a false front.
Dicks.
Well, except for now. Now I have just like the dreamiest, hunkiest dreamboat ever.
Well, we know. Remember how I said I have the perfect daughter?
Yeah.
She has the perfect. I keep wanting to say husband. Can we just call him your husband?
Sure. No, because I don't have a ring yet, so no.
Hey, James. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
I need my nails done first, though. Make sure my nails are done.
I'm going to get the warning. We already had a conversation about it.
Yeah. That's just going to be a tricky one, though, because I do my own nails now. So if I want them to look nice and go get them professionally done, that's going to be, I'm going to know.
He's going to be like, I'm going to treat you. And you're like, oh,
I know.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah. Well. Is that all we got?
I don't know. Is that where we're ending it? Oh, we've been on here for an hour. All right.
This is getting easier and easier.
I know.
Look at us, just
flowing
with the combos. We were going to get drunk. We were going to play games. And now I'm still a little drunk and we're talking about serious stuff. So that's boring.
Hell yeah.
Just kidding. It probably loosened me up. Got me spitting out
loosey goosey. Now
stories
go home to your
I
husband.
shouldn't tell you. So don't arrest me or my
We're being in
ex-boyfriends.
love.
or for having a sweet, sweet angel child baby.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well,
love you.
like and subscribe to our channel.
Like and subscribe.
No, we have to say it at the same time.
Oh. Like and subscribe to our channel.